Meeting people abroad is definitely a struggle. I'm not an expert and I still struggle with it to this day. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Devin. I'm a small town girl with big town hair and I like to travel. So today's video is near and dear to my heart because firstly, I have an office. I'm really excited about this office and currently it just has this chair. And I'm happy for this chair. But I'm excited because it feels like this whole new space. So I started I was working before downstairs at my kitchen counter, like at the island, which is fine. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but I was just staring at a wall all day. So then I moved upstairs once I got this chair because I had a place to sit. And I've just been living and loving my life ever since. It has been just a joy to sit upstairs. So here we are in this chair upstairs. Let me know what you think. Anyway, today I want to talk about something that is really near and dear to my heart, especially now, being in COVID and how everyone's very isolated. I feel like it's a very appropriate kind of talk, I guess. I just want to talk about how to make friends abroad. And I'm not an expert at all. I currently have 3 friends here. I feel like making friendships as an expat, as someone who lives there, is really, really hard because, for example, the first time that I was here, the people that I knew and the people that I was friends with were all worked with me at a school because we were all teachers. And that was cool or whatever, but it was everyone was leaving every 6 months. There was new people. Because Costa Rica isn't the type of place that you just come and you teach here for the rest of your life. Usually, most people were leaving within 6 months to a year. So those friends were rapid fire. And I have one really good one that I still talk to today, but other than that, I don't have any friends from that period. Then I have 1 or 2 actually, now that I think about it, that I talk to currently. No, 1. Then I had I went to Vietnam, and in Vietnam it was totally different because we made a family in Vietnam of just people, but then my coworkers and the people who were there teaching, because the people who were there teaching were there, they were all in to be in Vietnam. And I feel it's because Vietnam is so far, so hard to get to, and such a shocking culture, plus you can make a bit of a coin. People signed on to be there for a year, 2 years, 3 years. So we had friends that had been there for 3 or 4 years. That was normal. So in the 2 years that we were there, we had the same amount and same group of friends and same relationships, and I'm still friends with a lot of those people. And in Costa Rica, in my experience, it wasn't like that. My friends my first group of friends here, the people that I was friends, or all of the friends for my first time in Costa Rica, they were all friends with me because we all worked at the same place or we lived very close to each other. I didn't have any of those organic, I met you at a music festival and we just get along, we have common interests. I didn't have those kind of things. Obviously, when you're an adult, it's harder to make friends anyway, but I feel in Costa Rica, it's definitely much harder to make friends. In Vietnam, I feel it was much easier to make friends because I said, people were there for the long haul. But here, I think it's because it's such a tourist country and it's so overrun by expats that they're just used to seeing foreigners, and it's just they're here, they'll be gone in a week or 3, whatever. So making friends abroad is definitely something that you need in order to sustain yourself. How to make friends abroad, I found that Facebook groups are a godsend, legitimately. Here, the gym. If you join the gym in Costa Rica, I've made a lot of friends just by going to the gym, or go to places where there's common, where you have common interests, but not as many people. I don't know if that makes sense. So a music festival, maybe not, but pole dancing class, maybe, because there's less people. Showing people, especially as an expat, that you're here, you're invested in their friendship, and it's not a convenience. But making friends abroad can be super hard if you don't really want to put in the work and what it takes. It's just really hard because when you're living abroad, everything is in transition, constantly moving, constantly changing. But it's so important that you, hi Cooper, my dog wants to say hi. This is Cooper. He would bark. It's just so important that, it just fell out of the, anyway. In order to sustain yourself abroad, it's just mandatory that you're gonna need some kind of human interaction with other people. If you're having a hard time making friends or you're feeling lonely, firstly, drop me an email and I'll hit you back and we can chat. But secondly, definitely try to be proactive about meeting people and hanging out with people and talking to people from abroad, maybe you would, or talking to people and approaching people more than you probably would, I guess, in your normal everyday life. And just being mindful of like cultures, because cultures are very different. So the expectation of like friendships in the United States is very different from the expectation of friendships in Vietnam and different from the expectation of friendships in Costa Rica. And that is very, that's a very important thing to remember, because you have to set your expectations. Like, I don't expect my Costa Rican friends to meet the expectations of my American friends. Like, I know that culturally speaking, we're just different and that won't work out. But just being mindful of that and understanding that like these differences don't mean that you're not friends. It just means that it's like a different type of friendship. Like, you do have to kind of shop around to find like that true blue. Making friends abroad is definitely a hard thing. But I want to know how you make friends abroad. Hell, you want to be my friend? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye. Mwah.